Welcome back, guys. It's Thursday and I made $182.22 for the Thursday. That put me on almost $900 for the week and also $3,359.11 for the month of October, and we still got one more day left, and we will see how things go tomorrow. And worst case, I will do a no trade day for tomorrow. That would put me almost $3,400 for the month. That's a fantastic month. Our initial target was $2,000, and now we are at $3,359.11. For those who are tuning into our channel for the first time, in this channel, Cool Random Things, what we do is we created an account with a broker with a small amount, and then we gradually increase our money in that account each month by $2,000. So that's our initial target for at least 1 year or 10 months. And then we will invest the profit that we get from these trades into our future trades. That will exponentially grow our account in probably like 1 year. So that's our target, and stay tuned to our channel. If you like our videos, put thumbs up and also share within your friends. Yeah, let's see how things went today. It's kind of a bumpy road, but it's not something that I'm proud of because I did a lot of mistakes today. Let's talk about each one by one. So I started green. It's a small amount, started green, gradually increase, almost up to $40, a little bit, I think a little bit below $40. And then I gave back half. Then I was able to recover some. Then I gave back another half. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm at like $70. So at this point, I was considering maybe I should quit for today because it's already Thursday and it's already at the end of the month. So I should quit. But then the next trade I did, it put me all the way down in the negative side. But a couple of minutes later, I was able to climb back up all the way to $160. You see this line from minus 50 to 150. That was a nice move. And then gave back, come back up, gave back, and boom, I went all the way up to $220 for the day. I should have quit at this point, but instead what I did, I continued trading. So remember, these are slow days. If I reach $200, that's a good day. So I should quit at that point. But instead of that, I continue trade, and look what just happened. I lost 2 trades, but then I tried to recover, didn't work. Try one more time. It put me a little bit down. Then at this point, I think I took revenge trading, and then boom, after that, I got back into almost $50. But soon after that, there was another stock that I traded. I was able to recover most of the loss that I had, but after this point, I recover back to the initial position that I had, like the big loss. So after that, I was like, no, I'm not going to trade that after this point. It's already 11 o'clock and I'm done. So that's what I did, and that's the end of the day. That's the end of the trading for the day for me. So eventually I made almost $200, but if you go to stat, you can see, let's go to today's stat. I made $500, but I gave back more than $300. So these are the things that we need to improve. And if you see, the largest profit is $40 and largest loss is almost $80. It's like 2 to 1. So these are not the stats that we can use for like long-term profit scheme. So we need to focus on cutting our losses very quickly. Yesterday I did a good job on that, but today I was sloppy. I will tell you that. And part of the reason is today I was most of the time today I was trading small size, and when you are trading smaller size you will get to your comfort zone, like, okay, I will wait couple of more minutes to get this one back up. But after a couple of minutes it's dropped another 20 cents, and after a couple of minutes it's dropped another 20 cents, and likewise. So I learned the lesson in the hard way. Regardless of the stock size, I should cut my loss very quickly. And you can see average win holding time is 1 minute and 48 seconds, and the average loss holding time is 4 minutes and 25 minutes. So those are the things that I need to improve. And also my winning percentage is 75% and my losing percentage is 25%. But this is a good thing. But look at these numbers: average win per trade $15 and average lose per trade 29. So even if I have a higher number here, I'm kind of like in a break even point. It's a little bit higher, but still not something. We cannot sustain things like this for a long-term plan. So I need to work on those. But other than that, overall I made like almost $200, but it's not something I'm very proud or happy about. It's just, I guess I got lucky today. That's all I'm saying. But we need to stick to a plan. Even though if I'm using like smaller share size, I need to be very careful when to cut my losses. So an overall dashboard, you can see we are nicely climbing up almost to the $3,500 mark. But we are not there quite. We are not quite there yet. But hopefully next month we will reach it. But I don't have a lot of hope, because next month is the November, and month after that it will be the December, and usually at the end of the year things are a little bit slow. So I don't know if we see the momentum like we saw in this month, like on 13th and where was the other one, 8th, 20th. So I don't know if we will see these days on November and December. And also on top of that we have holidays, so some of the days we won't be able to trade at all. So I don't have high hopes. And also the December is the same thing. We have holidays in the middle of the week, so we won't be able to trade on those days. And I might also go to some vacation, and on those vacations I won't be able to trade as well. So that's the downside of coming to the end of the year. But overall the October was really good so far, and I'm looking forward to have something similar on to the November. But let's see how things go. Let's open up the charts and see where I traded. You can see this is the very first ticker that I traded, INTS. So I started little bit late after the news was released. So when it's going up, I knew there was some sort of a resistance. So this is how I see my charts, right? So I saw there was some sort of a resistance at this point. So I set my target price to let's see, 0.67. I'm not sure exactly why I said 711, but might be a mistake. But 0.67, so it got filled. Why I put that? Because I knew, so when it's going like this, I knew this target. So it's like 0.44 at this point. So 0.6 at this point it was 0.64. So I was thinking maybe it might not go all the way down, so that's why I put that order. But it went to 0.67, and I got lucky, and I was able to sell it for a profit like almost $20. And then in here I knew this is going up, but I knew it's also again hanging up around this level. So I knew it's going to come back down. So that's why I said this order 500 shares. And see, I had initially played with 1000 shares, but I reduced the size because I wasn't sure if this is going to like go all the way down or just come back a little bit and go up. So that's why I reduced this share size, but I wasn't really comfortable because this was going sideways after this point. So I sold it immediately. And this point I knew, so we had a new high and I knew it will go down at some point, and it did. And I was able to buy 1000 shares at 0.74. And I sold it immediately because we had seen 3 red candles in a row, so I wasn't really comfortable. Then we did another dip trade over here by looking at the support of the VWAP. Bought 1000 shares at 0.71 and sold it too soon, 0.72. Should have kept it a little bit longer. Easily could have made $100 on that trade. I bought exactly the dip, 0.705 it went down, and I bought at 0.71. That was the bull eye trade, beside the selling part. And then in here I bought 500 shares, but this one dropped a little bit further than I wanted to, so I sold it immediately with a small profit, not a lot. So that's INTS. And then I traded LMFA, which is something I shouldn't have traded at all, but it is what it is. So this one, with the news, it popped up and went down and popped up. Usually when things pop up and fail to break the initial high, it will usually go down all the way. But instead of that, I was just gambling around and initially bought 500 shares, 129, and sold it immediately 129. And then these two got filled. Didn't make any money, lost like $15. And also in here, it's a break even. So nothing good came through this ticker. So overall, it's a loss. And then I traded MBRX. This is also something I shouldn't have traded, but everything that I traded in here was a loss. I think this one should be this one. This is the largest one. I think this one should be red. So this one was a winner, like made about $20, almost $15, and in here about $8. So overall I was up like $25 or something like that. But then all of a sudden there was a big red candle, and I set it to fill 1000 shares at this point, but unfortunately I waited long time to sell it. You can see it went up to 0.57, but I was still holding that one. That was a mistake, but the main problem was there was another stock pop up. I will talk about that later. There was another ticker pop up. That's why everything got sidetracked, and I gave it a little bit time to recover, but it never went up. But I'm glad I sold it at least at 0.5245. Otherwise, it should have been a disaster. It went all the way down. You see, it went to 0.43. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a disaster, complete disaster. Then we had CVU. This was the stock that I made most of the money, and this is exactly what I was talking. So exactly at the same time that the MBRX dropped, this one popped up. So when it's trading over this area, I knew this one had like very high candles, like it goes all the way up and it's go all the way down and close it a little bit higher. So by thinking of that, I set my very first order to fill at 307, 304, and I immediately sold it at 307. And you can see, even if the stock is a little bit high price, I bought 1000 shares because of this big fluctuation, and in real time this was like really fluctuating a lot. So that's why I put like $1,000 shares on this one. And in here also another 1000 shares, 290 292 and sold it at 293. So easily made like $40 on that one. And in here also another $40. These are like really good trades. And here, so after this point, I was trying to be very cautious. I reduced my size. Still, these are winners, and this is just 100 shares. This is 250. All these are winners except these two. But this one, I think I waited too long to cut my loss. But and also this one. But in here, I think this was really unfortunate thing that everything dropped quickly and I didn't have time to sell it. But the moment I had the chance, I sold it immediately without thinking. So I was able to cut my loss very quickly. And then I did another trade over here, but it's not a lot. But overall, this is what I trade for CVU. Then I traded CMBM. This is also something I shouldn't have traded, but because this one went crazy high yesterday after market and even today pre-market. But after the marketing bell rings, after the opening bell rings, it tried to go back to that high, but it failed. So I got caught up in the middle of that, and you see, I only had like 100 shares for each of these trades, but for this one, it's better because I cut the loss very quickly. But this one over here, I kept it and kept it and kept it, and finally I decided to sell it because it was never coming back up. But this is the biggest mistake that I did for today. So if I rank my mistakes for today, this was the biggest mistake because my thinking was like, okay, 100 shares, it's not going to, it's not going to be a big deal, but eventually it got a big deal and I lost like $72 on this trade. And in here you can see 500 shares. And these two, I think I bought together like when things are moving fast. So I knew I'm going to lose on this one. So I bought this one immediately and average it down. And, it's kind of like a break-even point. And in here, I did another 100. So I think what happened was after I buy this 100, I was, keeping it. And it happened over there, but still holding that 100. And at this point I bought another 100 shares and try to average it down to so this one was like 592 and this was like 481. So try to average down in the midway. But I set two orders, one to sell it at 520 and one to sell it at 498. So it got filled, but could have waited a little bit longer. Well, I think I sold it exactly on the right spot, but but either way I lost a lot of money on this trade. So after that, there was our savior of the day. So at this point, I think I was like $120 or something, that I was very, frustrated about myself because I made all the way to $220, but then I'm down like $100 from that. So then MSAI popped up. I set these two orders because this was going way high, and I set these two orders, 1000 shares, 143, and sold it 147. So made like $40 immediately. And then 2 minutes later, 138, 142, another $40 very quickly. So made about $80 on those two trades. That was fantastic. So those are the trades that I did for today. Let's pull the our chart back up, and you can see it's $182. I made like more than trades that I wanted to do on a Thursday. It's like 44 trades, but overall week you can see I'm still down compared to other weeks. Well, my initial 2 weeks are way more below, but my profit is higher on week number 5. I'm planning to keep this profit at least up to $950 and try to bring this up to 3400 level at least. So try to get it closer as much as possible to 3500 mark. Maybe I will succeed tomorrow, but tomorrow is the Friday, so I'm not sure if things will be moving fast. I think that's it for today. Stay tuned for my next video for tomorrow, and remember, trading is riskier. Always manage your risk, and if you are not sure, practice on a simulator before putting your real money into the stock market. And until tomorrow, bye bye.